Phyllotaxy, arrangement of leaf on the stem and their branches, we call phyllotaxy. In that, stem axis is there, and on each node, leaf arise, single leaf arise, and in alternate pattern that we call alternate phyllotaxy. Second thing, again the stem and each node, now two leaves are there. Okay, they lie in opposite direction, right? So we call this is opposite phyllotaxy. This one we call opposite phyllotaxy. First one we call alternate phyllotaxy. And if on each node more than two leaves are there, means 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever in number. But if each node in that more than two leaves are there, so when you observe this type of leaf arrangement, you can feel that actually that leaf make a whorl-like structure towards the stem axis. So that's why the name given, it's a whorled phyllotaxy. Three types of phyllotaxy: alternate, opposite, and whorl. Simple, easy way, remember, at each node it's single leaf arise. In alternate pattern, we call alternate phyllotaxy. At each node if two leaves arise, we call opposite phyllotaxy. And at each node, more than two leaves are arise, we call whorled phyllotaxy. Right? Now, further classification given in opposite phyllotaxy. In opposite phyllotaxy, if leaves in a such a way over here, the arrangement is given. Means these leaves, this one we call first, second, third, and fourth. So first leaf actually present just above the second one. Second pair of leaves are present just above the third one. Third present just above the fourth one. So by that way, actually, first overlap the second one, second overlap the third, third overlap the fourth. बोलिए पहले आपको ये अंडरस्टैंड हो रहा है? Yes or no? Or should I repeat? Okay. So this type of phyllotaxy we call opposite superimposed. ये नीट में आता है. Superimposed meaning what? Overlapping. If two leaves arise at each node, but they are in an overlapping pattern, so we call opposite superimposed phyllotaxy. And if opposite superimposed, you can found in a guava, jampod. Guava leaves, if you can observe, in that you can find out opposite phyllotaxy, opposite superimposed. In this second type of phyllotaxy, see again over here at each node two leaves are there. But these two leaves, they are arranged in such a way that two leaves in an right angle to each other. देखो ये first pair है. Just a second. Right? Here first pair of leaf. So they are arranged in a this way. Next, second in a this way. So इसके ये right angle में arrangement. Again like this. You can clearly observe this thing in calotropis, acro. Remember, in calotropis leaves, this type of arrangement is there, and that we call opposite decussate. Decussate meaning right angle. Opposite decussate type of phyllotaxy. See in this one, ये दिख रहा है आपको? पोजीशन देखो जस्ट इसके. फर्स्ट, सेकेंड, थर्ड, फोर्थ. राइट? ये यहाँ पे है दिस टाइप फर्स्ट पैर, फिर उसके राइट एंगल पे है यहाँ पे, फिर थर्ड यहाँ पे, लाइक दिस. फिर ये world phyllotaxy, you can make out world like structure entire. At each node more than 2 leaves are there, right? So remember, Maitri bolo, kya doubt hai?
Ma'am, can you repeat the opposite in that first one?
हाँ. First, a short revision of this phyllotaxy. Phyllotaxy meaning what? Arrangement of leaf on stem and their branches. We call phyllotaxy. Arrangement of leaf on the stem and their branches that we call phyllotaxy, right? Phyllotaxy in that first one. Phyllotaxy in that the first type that we call alternate. First alternate, second opposite. Right? Alternate meaning what? On each node that single leaf in alternate pattern. Next, second thing, on opposite phyllotaxy, on each node, two pairs of leaves are one pair, not two, one pair of leaves are there, means two leaves at each node. Here they are arranged in a such a way that above one that overlap the below one. Same over here, here, here. This type of overlapping pattern we call opposite superimposed. Superimposed, overlapping. Then if leaves arrange on the stem at each node, if two leaves arise, again same two leaves, so we call opposite, but now they are arranged in the right angle pattern to the previous one. So that we call opposite decussate. That we call opposite decussate, meaning right angle. And if on each node more than two leaves are arise and make a whole whorl-like structure, so that we call whorled phyllotaxy. Clear? Now, examples for this phyllotaxy. Alternate in that China rose, mustard, and sunflower. Remember, alternate phyllotaxy in that China rose, mustard, and sunflower. Right? See, over here, calotropis. Can you make out? Calotropis में देखो one leaf on lower side and उसकी just above जो leaf form है at that right angle. Can you able to make out this thing? Right? And over here one more thing. I told you that sessile leaf, petiole is absent in case of calotropis. See over here petiole is absent. Directly on the stem axis, this leaf is present. Stalk like structure है ही नहीं. Right? So alternate phyllotaxy in that, remember, China rose, mustard, and sunflower. China rose meaning hibiscus. China rose and hibiscus both are same. Second opposite type of phyllotaxy, calotropis and guava. In that guava mein superimposed and the calotropis decussate. World phyllotaxy, Alstonia and oleander. Alstonia that we call saptaparni. In that the 7 leaves are there. Okay, Alstonia in that the 7 leaves are present. See, this is the world phyllotaxy. Can you make out at each node how many leaves are there? Many leaves are there at each leaf. Right? Next topic that we call type of leaf. This is very, very difficult topic. Understand carefully. First understand, then whatever you want to write, you can. Right? First one, types of leaves, basically two types of leaves, simple and compound. Simple meaning what? The structure of typical leaf, which we have studied, that is the simple leaf. Meaning what over here? This is the stem axis. Then leaf base, leaf lamina part is there. Either completely smooth, entire, or else in some of the case cuttings are there, but cuttings are very superficial, like this only, right? Either smooth surface or else incisions are there, cuttings are there, but very superficial, not too much deep, right? So first of all, this is the leaf. Either this leaf lamina is entire or just a second. See, either the leaf lamina is entire or incised, but this incision, this cutting over here, this is the wing. This incision over here, this is the incision cuts are there. They never reach to the midrib. Just surface phase, this type of the cuttings, incisions are there. They never reach to the midrib, remember. So this type of leaf we call simple leaf. And in simple leaf, always in their axil, bird is present. And that we call axillary. This is the simple leaf, right? Now, we are going to study the compound leaf. Compound leaf, in that understand, if I draw leaf like this, so then this one becomes this one simple leaf, right? Incision do not reach to the midrib. But over here, that incision that reach to the midrib, this incision reach to the midrib means entire leaf is dissected into small leaflets. Now entire leaf is dissected into small leaflets. Remember, leaf is not remain intact in case of compound leaf. So in that case, we can say that here incision is there and that reach, see this is the midrib, ये main midrib था leaf का, yes or no? Right? If simple leaf like this, where incision remain to the surface, superficial. But here incision reach to the midrib and means cuttings occur up to the midrib. And due to that cuttings, now the entire leaf is dissected into small leaflets, and that's why we call it a compound leaf. What is the basic difference between this compound leaf and simple leaf? Here, this is the stem axis node. See, how can we, this leaflet even when we observe, look like a leaf, look like a leaf. So how can we that differentiate? Okay, this one is a leaf, this one is a leaflet. Remember, if this all are leaf, so उसके यहाँ पे base पे ही क्या होगा? Axillary bud. Over here, each leaflet, if these all are leaf, then over here each leaf has their own axillary bud. But over here, remember that only at this point, this axillary bud is present. This thing indicates what? This thing indicates that here entire leaf, this is the entire leaf, but this leaf is dissected into small leaflet like structure, and that's why we call it's a compound leaf. And here this leaflet looks like a pinna, so that's why we call it a pinnately compound leaf. That's why we call pinnately compound leaf. Right? One more time. Stem axis, then on that the leaf, but in some of the leaf, this is the midrib, right? On some of the leaf, the incisions are there, cuttings, and that cuttings that reach to the midrib. So entire leaf is dissected into small, small leaflets. And you know, at the base of the each leaf, axillary bud is present. So over there, axillary bud is there. And this all become leaflets now. If 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 we get if we get that birds over here, then we call this all are leaf, simple leaf. But here this thing is not happen. Axillary bird present only at the base over here, right? That indicates this all leaflets have only single axillary bud. That indicates this is the entire leaf. But this leaf is dissected into small, small leaflets. Here the incision reach up to the midrib. Incision reach up to the midrib. And that we call pinnately compound leaf. Compound leaf in leaf. This incision reach to the midrib. Either this incision reach to the midrib, so we call pinnately compound leaf. And if this incision, again देखो यहाँ पे ये stem axis, this is the first, second leaflet, and the third leaflet, like this. Right. If this all are simple leaf, okay, just imagine if this all are simple leaf. So at the base of each leaflet over here, axillary bud is present. Axillary bud is a main feature to identify whether it's a compound leaf or simple leaf. Simple equation is there. Number of axillary bud where the leaves are arise at that point only, number of axillary bud is equal to number of leaves. Here, look-wise they are leaf, but they are actually leaflet because bud present only at the base. Single leaf base is there, right? So remember, pinnately compound leaf and palmately compound leaf. Simple leaf is this type of leaf. Okay, at the base of their bud is there. So that we call simple leaf. Now, next, if leaf is there, this is the main way, and that dissected and their incision reach to the midrib, so entire leaf is dissected. And over here, their axillary bud is there. This is the pinnately compound leaf. And if leaf like this, here their axillary bud. This one is a palmately compound leaf. This one is a palmately compound leaf. बोलिए क्लियर है? Pinnately compound, palmately compound, and simple leaf. Pinnately meaning what? Entire leaf is dissected and incision reach up to this midrib. Palmately meaning what? Incision reach up to the petiole, and at the base of that axillary bud is present. That we call compound leaf. Simple leaf, which is a very simple actually. All of you understand? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Pinnately compound and palmately compound. See, simple leaf example hibiscus, China rose. Pinnately in that the neem. Palmately compound in that silk cotton. Hibiscus, banyan, people, these all are simple leaf, right? So this is the types of leaves. If you remember, in cycas, in gymnosperm, one line is there. In that the leaves are there, which are pinnately compound leaf. Remember? Okay, this is the pinnately compound leaf in which the incision reach to the midrib. If you have any doubt in this, leaf part, their venation part, phyllotaxy part, and the types of leaves, you can tell me, I can revise, or else we can go ahead. Boliye, what you want? Repetition is required, yes or no? No. Okay. Next topic, that's the modifications of leaves. We have learned modifications of root and stem. Now we are going to study that's the modifications of leaf. Again, same like a root and stem. First modification that we call storage of food. Okay, first modification for what? Storage of food. Okay. चलो ठीक देख के तो पता चल गया होगा. This is which one? This is what? बोलो. Zil, tell me. Zil, बोलो ये क्या है?
Onion.
Onion, correct. Okay. Onion, this is the actually underground part. ये underground part होता है onion का. Right? In that, if you can make out over here, stem is there, but very much reduced one. Disc shaped stem is there. आपने अगर ऑनियन को केयरफुली ऑब्जर्व किया है ना, तो एट द बेस ऑफ द ऑनियन का अगर ये शेप है, तो यहाँ पे बेस पे you can make out thin thread like blackish brownish color structures are there. They are their roots. वो उसके क्या होते हैं? Roots, remember. Right? So disc shaped stem, then here the roots are there. Now next, after that the now leaf part begins. Here the main, that's the leaf base part actually. Main is a which one? Leaf base part. Then one is a leaf base part, remember. And over here in onion, that's the two types of leaves are there. ये greenish color के leaves है. Okay, that forms right lily dungri. Right, this one is a dry one. That one, upper one we call the lily. Next thing, that here this part in which the leaves are there, which are scaly leaves. Because no, यहाँ पे nodes, यहाँ पे जो है उसका leaf base है. Leaf base के साथ axillary bud होता है, and that bud has the scaly leaves. So onion simply understand the structure, which is a basically part. Leaf base is a part of the leaf. Yes or no? Leaf base is a part of a leaf where the scaly leaves are present. And onion के जो outermost covering होते हैं ना, that we actually remove, which is thin peppery structure. But the innermost part, okay, innermost part, which is in which the stored food is present, that is edible part, right? So central or the inner leaves, they store the food and become fleshy, and that is the palatable or the that part edible part. Outer part, remember, they remain thin and peppery. This one actually, this thin and peppery actually covers this fleshy part. It makes the covering around this fleshy part. So covering, the word is there. For that we covering term, we use tunica. Covering meaning what? Tunica. And it's a bulb-like structure. So the name given, tunicated bulb. Tunica meaning what? Covering. And it's a bulb-like structure. So the name given, tunicated bulb, in which outer thin peppery leaves are there and inside thick fleshy leaves are present, in which the stored food material is present. This one we call simple tunicated bulb. Simple tunicated bulb. Same structure you can observe in case of garlic. Garlic में भी पता है single in Gujarati we call लहसुन की कड़ी, right? आप इंडिविजुअल ले लो तो उसके in on individual that thin papery structure is present and inside that the main edible part is there. So this one here, so many this type of bulbs are there. So that's why we call it's a compound tunicated bulb. Compound tunicated bulb, for that example garlic. Simple tunicated bulb, for that example onion. So stored food is stored, remember, into the leaf. Only one example, that two examples, that's the onion and garlic. बोलिए क्लियर है आपको? किसी को भी डाउट है तो बोलो.
No, ma'am,
You
clear.
should be interactive. चलिए next. Second thing, can anyone tell me what is tendril? Last time we have discussed. बोलो, what is tendril? Kirtan?
Ma'am, tendrils are the thin extensions of the stem that help to support the plant.
Thin extension? No, not correct one. बोलो, any other? Kirtan again? Okay, बोलो.
Ma'am, coiled part of the plant.
Correct. This is the correct part. Correct thing. Okay. Coiled. Here, this see in this diagram. One thing. If this is the stem axis, right? Nodes are there. And here, if I make this auxiliary bud, I'm able to. Over here the auxiliary bud is there, only single. So can you tell me, this is simple leaf or compound leaf? Bolo. This is simple leaf or compound leaf? Maitri.
Compound leaf.
Which one? Pinnate leaf, palmate leaf, which one?
Pinnate leaf.
Pinnate leaf. Okay. Kirtan, आपका आंसर?
Ma'am, pinnately.
Pinnately compound. Ayushi. Ayushi. Where are you people? Ayushi, unmute. Next, Jia.
Ma'am, pinnately compound.
Jia,
Hello.
बोलो.
Ma'am, pinnately compound leaf.
Pinnately compound leaf. Okay. Arpita.
Pinnately compound.
Okay, I hope you all now clear with this concept. Your all answer is correct. Okay, that's a pinnately compound leaf, right? Now, this is the P, which is a pinnately compound leaf. Just a second. Hmm. Pea plant, in that the leaflet tendrils are present. Right? See, over here just imagine that initially the leaflets, जैसे यहाँ पे कैसे green leaflets है, same way over here these leaflets are there. But this plant, pea plant, okay, which has a very weak stem, and you know each and every plant need that each and every plant want to grow directly, so it can get the sufficient amount of sunlight for photosynthesis. So over here in this plant, remember terminal leaflets. These are the terminal leaflets. Okay, they are located at the distant region, terminal. So they are converted into tendril, long spirally coiled structure that we call the tendril. Right? So remember in pea plant where the very weak stem is there, and this weak stem needs a support to grow directly. That's why here terminal leaflets. Remember leaflet terms. Leaf लिखोगे wrong because this one is a compound leaf. So you should mention the leaflet term. So this terminal leaflets over here, that terminal leaflets converted into this long spirally coiled tendril structure. So that's why we call in pea plant the part which is modified, that is a leaflet, and the part which is formed by this leaflet that we call a tendril. बोलिए clear है? Remember stem. So this tendril helps in climbing because stem is big and the plant wants to grow directly. So for that, here the leaflet, terminal leaflet. See, किसी को any part that should be the converted into tendrils, so it can twine around the support and it can grow easily directly. So here the which part is getting modified? That is the terminal leaflets, right? Second point, that's the for spine. Second for the which one? Spine. Spine formation, remember last time we have discussed that when pointed structures are formed by the stem, then we call the thorn. And when pointed structures are formed by a leaf, pointed structures are formed by a leaf, that we call spine. It's a spine, thorn, and prickles, if you remember. So in that example, this opuntia, in this opuntia, right, these are the spiny structures, spines are there. These are actually your leaves. When we take a section, okay, when we take, हमें कैसा पता चलेगा कि ये leafy है? It's a pointed structure, like so. When we take, this is the spine, and when we take transverse section of this spine, then we get exactly anatomy that we can observe in case of leaf, right? That's why we can say that here these all are leaves, but these leaves over here modified into a spine. Spine hai, so it protect against the animals, right? So it helps in defense. Commonly we call cactus or cacti. Leaf terminate into spine for protection. Example, cactus or opuntia. Then next, for photosynthesis. Next, for which one? Photosynthesis. In that, two examples. First example that we call Australian acacia. Understand this one is complicated. Australian acacia. Right? Photosynthesis. So some part is modified to perform photosynthesis. Which part is modified? That is the petiole. This is the petiole. Right? Initially, if you can imagine the petiole like this, it's a stalk-like structure. Stalk of leaf. Now, in this plant, this is a desert plant. So desert plant, if you observe, leaves are very small, very few. This is the condition of desert plant. So to perform photosynthesis, to fulfill the requirement of the food for this entire plant, here, this plant, okay, this plant, remember, particularly the petiole is modified for photosynthesis. Simit will soon end. Please rejoin. Australian acacia,